So, what does a typical day actually look like? I asked myself that question immediately. Okay, this sounds good in theory, but what do you actually eat? The answer is structured, but simple. Lean protein becomes the foundation. Think egg whites, lean poultry, low-fat dairy, and plenty of low-carb vegetables. Meals are usually limited to 2 or 3 per day, and each one focuses on hitting protein targets first. When I first visualized this, I imagined someone saying, "So I'm basically prioritizing protein at every meal." Exactly. And that high protein intake does more than preserve muscle. It also increases satiety. That means fewer random snacks, fewer cravings, and more consistent adherence. Another interesting effect is inflammation reduction. Lower carb intake can reduce water retention and bloating. I've heard people say, "My face looked leaner in just a few days." That rapid visual change can be motivating, especially early on. But here's where the conversation shifts, because while the benefits sound appealing, this approach demands caution. Fat intake is extremely low, which means fat-soluble vitamins may be insufficient. That's why supplementation becomes important. Hydration also becomes critical. Low carbs can increase electrolyte loss, which can lead to dizziness if not managed. I remember thinking, so this isn't something you just jump into casually. It requires planning, it requires awareness, and it requires listening to your body. If fatigue becomes excessive, adjustments are necessary. Another key factor is duration. This is not designed to last indefinitely. It's more like a focused phase. After that phase, there's a gradual transition. Carbs are slowly increased, healthy fats are reintroduced. The goal is to stabilize metabolism and prevent rebound weight gain. And honestly, this part might be the most important, because rapid weight loss without a structured exit often leads right back to where you started. The gradual reintroduction helps the body adapt without sudden changes. Exercise also plays a role. Strength training is often encouraged. I remember thinking, wouldn't low calories make workouts harder? Surprisingly, light resistance training can actually help preserve lean mass even more. Walking and low-intensity cardio are also commonly recommended. Now let's talk about who should be cautious. This approach isn't ideal for everyone. Individuals with high athletic demands may struggle with energy. Those already lean may not benefit, and anyone with a history of disordered eating should avoid aggressive restriction. So where does that leave us? This is a powerful short-term tool. It's structured, science-based, and focused on fat loss while preserving muscle. But it's not a lifestyle, it's an intervention. When I step back and think about it, the biggest takeaway is balance. Fast results are possible, but they require discipline, planning, and a careful transition afterward. Done correctly, it can jumpstart progress. Done incorrectly, it can lead to fatigue or rebound. If you've watched this far, you're clearly serious about understanding effective fat loss strategies. So here's my question for you. Would you try a short-term, structured approach like this, or do you prefer slower, steady progress? Drop your answer in the comments. I read them all. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more clear, practical health breakdowns. Like this video to support the channel, and share it with someone who's stuck on their fat loss journey. Your support helps me keep creating content like this. Because sometimes the difference between frustration and progress is simply understanding the right strategy at the right time.